Now this is finals game 1 of the DominateDominion.com League of Legends Dominion tournament, number 57, and I'm outnumbered by Europeans right now. I am one of the casters slash commentators. I am Gandair, and to do some commentary for the picks and bans phase of the game, we brought in SPG Neostyle, and I have Volandum co-casting with me as well. Hey guys, how you doing?
I'm fine. Bit tired. Neostyle is more tired because he's from Germany.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, so we had the did we get the chat bans copy pasted?
The chat bans, I'll ask for them.
Alright.
Can talk about the client bans though. They're Elise, Wukong, Talon, Jace. I've posted the chat bans in the chat. They're Cassiopeia, Kassadin, Kha'Zix, and Teemo.
Yeah, pretty strong champions banned. Well, except I don't really get Nidalee, but that's a Europe thing, I guess.
You play a pretty good Nidalee yourself.
Yeah, I know that I play a good Nidalee, but it's still not OP or ban-worthy in my opinion, but I guess that's just NA and Europe, the difference.
Well,
Elise is really strong.
With Nidalee, it's almost impossible to capture a point 1v1 against her because of her poke, though.
Yeah, but why would you capture a point where Nidalee is? Like, if she's top, you just go to enemy mid or enemy bot lane. It's easy as that.
Neutral point.
Okay, neutral points.
You just give it away to Nidalee? Like, you can't really do anything about it.
Okay, you can capture it, but she can't do it either.
She will, however, see you going to their mid or something because of all the
If the point is neutral, if the point is neutral, it's just 1v1 and just poking around and you avoid spears and it's just a time waste, literally, for both.
Well, so you ban out Nidalee, just because some people, don't want to deal with her. What do you think about the other bans?
Well, Elise is pretty strong, like double person damage, good escape, good initiate. Not that tanky anymore after the nerf, but still pretty beast. Wukong got good AoE ultimate, very strong damage, with a Q armor penetration is really strong. Talon is really OP, also in Europe, always banned or picked, like all the other assassins like Kha'Zix and stuff. Like really strong damage output, AoE stealth, gap closer, silence.
Did the Z nerf kill him for Dominion? I haven't seen him at all.
The latest Z nerf I don't really know, it's pretty new, I have to try him out. But before that it was still pretty strong. Chase is a strong pick, but in my opinion not ban-worthy anymore. There are better picks to ban, but yeah, you guys have more chat bans and stuff, I guess it's okay to ban him then. Lulu is pretty strong and annoying. Yeah, I would ban her too, I guess. She's really one of the most annoying supports out there.
What is it about Lulu that makes her so obnoxious?
She got like everything. She got slows, she got a knock up, she got a polymorph, she can give to her friendly per unit health again. She got everything. She can kite, she can slow, she just does everything what the support wants to.
So that covers the bans pretty well. You can't ban Silly and Volandum. At least, wait, you can technically, but let's not. That would not be very nice.
Yes.
We like Silly, and a big shout out to the Europe West guys who came out to watch the tournament and to do a little bit of a analytical talk as well. It's really cool. You guys are hanging out this weekend. Looking at the picks here, though, we're a little ways into them already. We have Zyra, and now Zyra's great, right?
Zyra's really strong, yeah. She got a huge ultimate AoE knock-up. Her vision is pretty good in the jungle with her W. The plants are really annoying to fight at, and for the first fight top lane, she's really strong at poking.
Now, do we see her a lot on Europe as well, or is it mostly just NA that's running her?
No, we use her too, mostly top lane too. She's really strong.
Picks have tried out range carry compositions, but they've decided that double melee actually scales faster. That's why they've got the Jarvan and Pantheon combo. I think it's going to be Zyra bot, probably. Maybe Brand or Lissandra bot. Sorry, please go on.
The Twitch pick is really rare for Europe. Like, we don't pick AD carries, and if we pick, it's not Twitch.
Yes, they've picked up KO in support of that.
I see.
I think Wolfer is probably playing Fizz bot. It could be Orianna bot. They've got a rather weird AoE comp. I never see Orianna played. You'll have to tell us how he does.
I really like Orianna. She's really strong, but it can go so much wrong if you miss one ultimate. It's really game changing.
Can you play Orianna yourself?
I play her in Summoner's Rift, but I never did it really in Dominion.
Oh, I'll have to watch you sometime.
One of the things that's making me kind of raise an eyebrow is the Lissandra pick. Now, I really trust Confidarius' judgment with Lissandra, because he's the same person that played Syndra down the bottom lane and showed how she can be really effective. But have either of you two played Lissandra? Because to me, it's always felt like that her ranges are a little bit short, and sometimes it's hard to deliver her damage without putting her in an unnecessary amount of danger.
I did play her some, like 3-4 times since the release, and her damage is really great, but as you said, it's really risky, because her range is really low, and her cooldowns are really high in my opinion, except for the Q.
You can go out of mana really fast on that Q.
Yeah,
it's very spammable. And it doesn't deliver damage quite as fast in the same way that Cassiopeia does, though, but you seem to run out of mana just as quickly.
Lissandra should be alright against Fizz, though. She's got enough push, and Fizz has to get in range for all her combo. If it is Fizz bot.
Well, it is going to be Fizz bottom, because Wolfer is their bottom lane character.
If it's Orianna bot, Orianna doesn't really have the CC to stop Lissandra from going wherever she likes with her E ability.
What's up with CV? Is it really used much in North America, or it's just that team?
We've seen it in like 2 or 3 of the previous games. It's generally used only once per team. I can't really tell you very much about it. Maybe the chat can.
I asked a couple of weeks ago. I forget who it was. I asked Talith or Half-Hearted or someone about the deal with it, and its duration is, its cooldown, I believe, can get lower than Sweeper. I think it's 50 seconds. Am I wrong on that?
It gets pretty low, yes.
And you can
get the math.
The CV lingers and it highlights as well with the mastery for it. So you can use that to light up areas, and it reveals a larger radius than the Hextech Sweeper does. So if you have a CV on your team, it gives you access to vision without having to need a sweeper. So you can use it in place of a sweeper, I guess, if you really wanted to. But usually people tend to use it so that they have an early vision that they wouldn't have beforehand, because you haven't gotten the sweeper built yet, unless you have somebody that opens with Grez's Lantern. So it gives you that option of having that early vision before the other team has vision as well.
If you
is it really worth exhaust or ignite to take it?
I feel so, yes. I'm surprised people take Ignite so much. I still feel it's quite weak. You can drop a CV on there round the bottom lane speed shrine, and that will actually spot incoming ganks for quite a decent amount of time.
Neostyle's in the game, and so Volandum, you're going to drop in spec on one of these guys, right? So we'll all be in the same
I'm going to drop in spectate on you, in fact, Gandair.
Okay, cool. So
doing that now.
We'll see how this works. So basically, what's going to happen is I've never cast a 3 before. I'm going to try and run the fights and stuff like that, and then I will throw to you guys, talk about what the hell happened, and sort of translate it into why did that fight go the way it did.
All right, that sounds good.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Let me introduce the game real quick here. This is finals game 1 of the DominateDominion.com League of Legends Dominion tournament number 57. Finals this week is going to be Pays, Evelynn, Child Sport versus Clueless. Pays, Evelynn, Child Sport consisting of Infeed playing as Pantheon, Blueberry playing as Brand, Carnival playing as Zyra, Panzer's playing as Jarvan, Confedarius playing as Lysandra, and that pause that I had in speaking just a minute ago was, how do I throw the intro to another person when there's 2 people that could possibly take it? I am 1/3 of your casters for this game. I am Gandair, and casting with me is...
I'm Volandum.
And I'm Neostyle.
And one of you 2 can intro the other team. I don't know how this works.
We've got Half-Hearted playing Kale, Science on Amumu, BB Pop on Twitch, Tyune on Oriana, and Wolfra playing Fizz bottom lane.
Now, is everybody at the right timestamp here? 42 seconds, 43, 44,
Yeah.
45,
Same.
46? Okay. Sometimes it gets desynchronized, so I just wanted to make sure. Alright, in the chat, guys, there are 10 champions in this game. 8 of them are going up top. Who do you think is going to die first? I want to see your predictions in the chat. I'm banking on Kale.
I bet Amumu.
I bet Amumu too.
Okay. We're seeing a couple other people in the chat saying Amumu, Twitch, Pantheon. Pantheon, Twitch, Kale. No one picking Brand or Zyra? No one picking Oriana? It's because they'll probably be standing
We
back.
could be seeing a double mid camp, but it seems they're not going for it this time. It's a good way to pick up 50 extra gold and force an engage top if you want to, but I think they don't want to engage with Brand and Zyra.
There's the CV going down, lets them see who is where, so when you want to try and land skill shots, it gives you that option, and it also shows you the order in which they're approaching the top. So a little bit of poke back and forth up here at the top point right now. Panzer's harassing a little bit down there. Pantheon, first one to jump out. Exhaust, immediate bandage toss in on him. Pantheon gets sent back to base. Science goes down right after that. Half-Hearted and Panzer's basically exchange with each other. Revives coming out immediately now. Zyra with a little bit of back and forth with Brand, or not Brand, excuse me, Brand with a little bit of back and forth with Oriana. Brand's not Zyra, guys. And Oriana getting picked off by Zyra right there, and now Twitch retreating. He's got a potion active right there. Mumu bandage tosses into the fight. Reckoning from Kale lands. Twitch with a good flash up away there. When you're playing an AD carry that does not have an escape mechanism, flash can be a good spell to have, but Twitch doesn't really have anything 1v4 on that, so he's going to go ahead and retreat.
Yes. I think they're waiting for his late game. He didn't actually manage to put out a lot of fight at the level 4 fight.
Yeah, the level 4 fight is really weak. Oriana early game is also not that strong. Same with Kyle, Amumu.
And there's the CV right there in the bottom lane too, over at the Speed Shrine, because it has such a long range that after the initial fight begins at the beginning of the game, they can throw that CV down to see if someone's going for a gank and who it is. Oriana getting caught in the middle of the map here, a lot of damage on her right away. Great seer by Brand. Blueberry able to tag her with it between a couple other characters and get her as well. Science, oh, barely alive. Brand doesn't connect. Will Carnival? No. Science is going to get away, but just barely there. And 2 people over at the drill right now.
I think they need to at least wait for their 6s to really fight this. But on the other hand, at 6 they'll pick up Zyra ultimate, at least, along with Jarvan ult.
Wolfer going for the play down here in the bottom lane, and there's the ultimate from Lysandra right there, blocking Fizz's ultimate, but there's another ultimate to counter there from Kale, keeping Wolfer alive. Infeed coming down here, looking to connect with Wolfer. Is Wolfer going to be able to escape? Yes, he is. Stun goes off for Kale. Instead, Airborne on her as well, and she gets taken down. Cataclysm seals the deal on that. Wolfer is not able to put up a fight down there, so they are going to lose the point. It is going to go neutral, and they are going to get the full capture on it before Fizz is able to arrive down at the bottom. Up at the top, the fight was different in the other way because it was 3v1 up top while it was 3v1 at the bottom, and they were able to kill Zyra to secure the point. How do you respond to the bottom point being taken like this, though?
Depends on the situation, on your bot laner, if you have top or not, but right now, I wouldn't really bother getting the bot point back. I would try to get their mid back. Like, it's really hard to dive people if they're defending the bot lane.
And they have Lysandra and Brand both down there right now. Both of them have a lot of range.
Like, they need at least 3 for them.
The problem is that... Sorry, go.
Yeah, it's fine. Go.
I was just saying, blue team has much better duelists in Jarvan. Well, all of blue teams is better duelists than most of purple team. So if purple team gets caught out in smaller numbers, they're going to have trouble fighting.
Yeah. Right now, they waste way too much time for that bot lane.
They've put a lot of resources down there in the bottom right now and haven't really gotten any payoff. They finally pick off Lysandra there, and Wolfer gets stunned by Booberry. Booberry able to take him down, and is able to escape without Kale being able to kill him. But Brand's presence down there is still keeping Kale from being able to capture the tower.
Yeah, that's exactly what I meant. In that time, they were trying to take bot back. They lost top, and maybe even... Yeah, now they get bot back. But still, they didn't gain anything out of it. They even lost more points.
So they're just letting Hex dictate the flow of the game right now.
Yep.
Well, up at the top, they have Zyra alone at the top point, and Zyra is sort of difficult to deal with on points, I've noticed. Zyra has a lot of AoE at her disposal, and she can stand back at a really long range and sort of delay with points. Now, in the situation where they have to go up for Zyra, down at the bottom, though, they're going on a gank for Wolfer, 3v1 for him right now, and they drive him away from the point down there. Wolfer tried to kill Lysandra, but was ambushed. Retreats towards the refinery. Middle of the map, though, Blueberry gets caught out by Mumu and Orianna. BB Pop Twitch now going for Zyra, and able to do a lot of damage to her. Carnival kiting BB Pop back, throws down the AoE there to try and do a little bit of damage to him. Science getting low on health. It's being chased away. Spear Shot takes him down. Envy picking up the double kill. And Twitch being chased away. Wolfer is going to Playful Trickster out. Seer is going to catch him and take him down. And BB Pop is going to get away. Now, how do you go about assaulting a point, though, when Zyra's on it?
You don't. You just go to another point.
You just go somewhere else. You don't try to go through her AoE?
That's what, like, somewhere standing at top lane, if you know that Zyra is waiting that brush for you, you just ignore her, go for the mid, and if you do that, you force them to split. And that's your advantage.
Yes, if Zyra has to come out without her front line, then you can just turn on her.
Yep.
And Brand with a lot of poke onto that tower there, lighting up BB Pop a little bit. Pantheon, the damage from the Storm Shield, helping chip away at Science a little bit. In the bottom, Kale went for a play for Confidaris right there. Confidaris using his ultimate to dodge the shield there, but is going to take the ultimate instead, so he is going to get sent back to base. And Carnival down there now to block for Wolfer, so Wolfer can't make a play for the tower. Infeed and Panzer's retreating. The Aegis goes down on Taeyeon. Infeed is going to get killed as well. Taeyeon turns around for Blueberry's Brand. Blueberry run a little bit low on mana right here, though. Twitch is close by and can do a lot of damage. I don't know if Brand has the mana to be able to put Twitch down. Misses with the Seer, unfortunately. And the Poison Vial doesn't land either. Down the bottom lane, bottom point is neutral right now. Reckoning goes off, tags Carnival. And Wolfer and Halfhard can't make a play for that tower right now because of Carnival and Wolfer being down there. Reckoning connects, is able to kill Zyra. Zyra's going to be looking for Fizz, doesn't connect though. Unfortunately, Pantheon comes down, they take down Kale. Wolfer desperately trying to recall, and they just barely miss him with the AoEs, so Wolfer is able to get back to the platform to heal. Orianna comes down to try and keep the point neutral. Up at the top end of the map, it's just a Mumu by himself, but he gets taken down up there. And they don't have any way to press on Windmill at all because they've been sort of boxed in down on the bottom for most of the game.
Yes, they really have to hope that comeback mechanics and their late game kick in fast. Now they're quite heavily behind. Just checking bot lane farm. Wolfer is slightly behind in farm, but not too badly. He should be fine.
Sweeper goes off, Jarvan tries to get away and is able to, despite being stunned by a Mumu. Got stunned through the dash there. CV goes down, shows them where the enemy team is at. Zyra using that to find out who was up there. The Sweeper goes down above the tower there. Defensive Garrison used as well to heal the tower back up. Science alone in the middle of the enemy team there is not going to be able to get away. Unfortunately, Snub, it's a 3v3 situation up at the top, but they do not have a Mumu there to tank or to root for them. And with Zyra up there, that's a lot of AoE damage and a lot of deterrent to keep them away from the point. BB Pop retreating right now. Zyra trying to catch him, but looks like he is going to be able to get away. Brand alive again, heading back up to the top to reinforce, and Kayle Hague down to the bottom lane.
But Lissandra manages to recall just in time.
A lot of presence over at the drill right now. Brand is securing the Storm Shield for his team. Orianna is in the middle of the map, and they're not quite put together right now. Whereas Basil and Child Support is a little bit more gathered up. Taeyeon taking a lot of damage right there. Pyroclasm goes off, gets a couple good bounces in. Science gets dropped very, very quickly, which is unfortunate. And Wolfer are taking a lot of damage now. That CV right there to help keep vision on targets, even while we're on the other side of the rocks. And Brand with a little bit of damage from that Storm Shield there. Throws down the pillar, doesn't connect with him. Throws down the Seer, also does not connect. BB Pop on the wrong side of that. Brand was just going for the blind shot. And now they're going to lose the drill, which is going to give them the windmill buff. And that's a really bad position to be in with the enemy team having 4 cap plus the windmill buff. Lobster does connect on Blueberry, and Manatee comes out. They're able to take down Brand, but they're still in not so good of a spot right now.
Fizz has been able to come up and clean up. Maybe he'll be able to use his farm to his advantage if Kayle can survive the bot lane. She seems to be doing quite well. Lissandra's been forced to use the Glacial Pass to escape and recall.
And Fizz is able to pick up the windmill. Pantheon up there by himself right now. And I'm kind of scared about him for that. Takes a lot of damage there. Panzers and Carnival coming out. CV goes down up above the tower to give vision up there. And they very quickly take down Orianna and Twitch. Oh, great intercept by Blueberry right there. Fizz walking straight into the Seer, eating the stun.
I feel that was a wasted Amumu ultimate, and also that Orianna has wasted her time here as well. It's a bit unfortunate you lose all your Blackfire stacks when you die, or Brand would have died from that.
Kayle is down in the bottom lane now. Looks like they maybe switched it up a little bit.
Yes, Fizz is a pseudo frontliner, and Kayle seems to be able to handle Lissandra alright despite the farm disadvantage. So if they can switch the more farm champion up top, they're good. Unfortunately, Fizz just getting focused down, and Twitch isn't putting up quite the damage they would need for him to be worthwhile.
Oh, good flash from BB Pop being able to escape the stun from Pantheon there. The cast comes down from Witch, and the Cataclysm boxes in Orianna, and they take her down. Looks like Zyra might try and go for this tower here. BB Pop does not want to let her do that. He's going to try really hard to stop her. Throws the cast down on Blueberry that time. Is able to get in chip damage in on him, but no, Zyra able to save her teammate there. Was he going to be able to survive? Yes, just barely able to get out of range of that before Twitch was able to get any more damage in. At the bottom, however, Jarvan and Lissandra are able to kill Kayle. Twitch has to come down in response. Kayle pops the revive, heads straight back down to the bottom point here, and BB Pop Twitch comes in right behind, throws down the damage. Confidarius freezes himself to avoid getting picked off terribly fast there. Dies anyway, unfortunately, and Panzer's being forced away from the point now. Reckoning connects, and things don't look good for him. It looks like he is going to get sent back to base as well. And Zyra alone on the point up top has some mana, but not looking very good on health, unfortunately. Blueberry there, Wolfer gets low on health and gets chased away. Blueberry is able to take down Twitch beforehand. Sweeper effect goes off up there. Not sure why exactly. And Science, Carnival going for the double kill. Pick it up right there. No health, had some mana, and mana is all you need to do your damage.
And that looks like it's going to be game. Half-Hearted is unable to interrupt this tap. And they're out of time.
Yeah, no one's going to be able to capture a point fast enough, unfortunately.
Yes. I feel that they had too much invested in late game and weren't able to quite bring it out in time.
They're going for a little bit of last-minute skirmish down there at the bottom. We're not able to get it. Zyra able to hold the points very well in that game, and Payzone Child Support is going to take the victory there. And this is a best-of-3 series, guys, so we have another game to bring to you. We're going to go into Game 2.
I feel they just wasted too much time on Zyra when she was visible, and
I have to get up and go AFK for one quick second. If you guys want to talk about what you thought about that game and some of the what were some of the good plays from either team there? Like, what were some of the good moves and things that made the game come out the way that it did?
Brand did about as much damage as Kale and Twitch put together. More, actually. What do you think? Yeah.
I think the blue team was way better coordinated. They were never split and caught the purple team off guard many times. And I don't really like teamfight compositions like the purple team had with Orianna Amumu ultimates. It's just so much based on the ultimates, and if you waste one or don't use one correctly, you just lose the teamfight. That's why like Pantheon and Jarvan always have damage no matter what they do. It's way safer.
I feel that purple was also got out-poked and kind of out-kited.
Yeah,
as well.
that too.
Yes.
The only initiator he had was Amumu.
Yes.
And if he misses the Q, that's it.
The best initiation, I think, was actually when Orianna got completely caught out.
Yeah.
Jarvan jumped on her and she hit her ultimate into Twitch ult.
Yeah.
There wasn't quite enough damage, though.
Yeah, they lacked a bit damage too. Kale was pretty tanky, Amumu was tanky. Fizz was bot most of the time, and Twitch, yeah, he didn't have this late game yet.
I feel
Phantom Dancer only.
I feel a Bulwark would have gone some way towards making Twitch less squishy. They could have picked that up since Brand and Zyra were destroying everyone.
Yeah. Just the team composition from blue team seems way better.
Yeah.
They have better or equal AoE ultimates, but more consistent damage, more CC, better initiation.
Yeah, I think you're right. Let's hope they do a bit better next game.
Yep.
If they don't, then we'll go watch the consolation match, round 3. It's not good to stay up this late, all my hair is falling out.
Yeah.
By the way, I think Half-Hearted and I are the two people who insulted you, so...
Yep, I know.
Yeah.
Okay, I am back. Sorry about the delay on that.
Yes.
But my arm was starting to go numb, so I had to get up and do stretches and whatnot. For anyone who's wondering about that, I've mentioned it a few times in DD chat and other places, but I have a compressed nerve in each elbow. So occasionally, if my arms are in a certain position for too long, my hands and wrists start to go numb on my pinky and ring finger side. It's a ulnar nerve cubital tunnel kind of thing. So looks like we have that other game ready for you guys. I guess real quick before we hop into that, I will show the damage dealt to champions. Brand leading the charge.
Has massive.
Brand over. If you tape Fizz and Kale together, if you tape Fizz and yeah, that's a lot of damage compared to the other was going on. Brand, very good job in that game. And looking at time spent dead, find out who the Graveyard Hero, Oriana, almost a tie. Almost a tie. So go ahead and hop into the next game here.